The reason why, from an engineering perspective, from a digital perspective, this has been coming up a lot recently, actually, is if you're being asked to be accountable to something, then you have to have the ability to make your decisions. Um, so I guess what I'm saying is like if someone says you are accountable to this software product, in other words, you have to make sure that it has fewer bugs, it works, it works well, it has high uptime, all that. If you're saying if a leader comes to you and says you're accountable for this, then you have to have the power. You need to be empowered in order to make significant decisions about where that's going to go. So, for example, a very specific example is like if you're being asked to say like, okay, for this web application, um, we need to like keep the number of regressions down to, like some small percentage, some five. Let's say we're actually measuring that, and it's down to like 5% or whatever. Well, then you as a leader and who's accountable, if you know that you're accountable, then you can say, okay, well, if you want that, the two things have to happen. One, we have to slow down. We have to reduce the amount of new features that are going into this, and or we have to automate significantly the testing, right?
Mm.
So that's a decision where you're like, okay, if you're saying if you're saying I'm accountable and you're saying we have to increase our velocity, and we have to improve our quality, in order to keep all of those things in check, I need to be empowered to tell you this is what we're going to need in order to accomplish that. And as a leader, if you're, like red flags should start going up. If you start being asked for accountability, and then when you start to ask for things in order to support that, you have to say, I can't, I can't make that happen, so I can't be accountable, or you have to reduce, like whatever it is that you're asking me to do.